Mr. Saturday. I hope you are having a beautiful, wonderful day. My day is going fantastic, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play. In the last episode, we went ahead and built this long hallway, which was really nice. Since then, I've decorated it up. We've added a couple of shelves, some plants. These invisible item frames make, they're really good. I like them. They make it look like you could just lay stuff on the table. It just looks like it's sitting there. And on this hallway, we also connected two more hallways that I have labeled. One with beef for the cow crusher, which is pretty cool. All I've added was a cocoa bean farm in here and a couple more shelves. I'm thinking about getting some decorations or some random items to put on those shelves as well. I just don't have them yet. But we do have this guy, and I've been using him like crazy. He's been working just very well. It's been giving me all of the leather I needed for item frames and books and whatnot. And in the library itself, we did go ahead and finish it. I have all the bookshelves on this side, along with my desk that has the comment of the day book chilling on the desk. And I also went ahead and labeled the blacksmith area. This is what we're going to be working on today. We're going to be kind of added in our little blacksmith area and maybe something on top of it. Before we do, I did end up doing something else that's pretty cool. I went ahead and dug out this hallway a little bit. It'll probably continue to go further that way, but what I wanted to do was dig off this way and find where the map room was, and I did. So we have it kind of in line with the map room. There is the map room's back door. So here's the little map office. We're now connected to the main house itself, so we don't have to go outside if we don't want to. Another hallway that I want to build is probably off this one to go to the task board that we have with all of our tasks. I did go ahead and complete the enchantment table, so I removed its sign. It is now a blank sign ready for another comment suggestion to be put up there. And I went ahead and stuck just some random enchanted book up there as a task complete. The hallway itself is probably going to be right in here. So we'll have these items just kind of go around this door frame and around onto the other walls, which I think is pretty cool as we beat all of our tasks. Now, I do have a rough idea of what this blacksmith room is going to look like. I think we're going to go ahead and make like these deep slate towers that we got going on right here. Not towers, but pillars. And probably throw one right in the middle. That looks like it's the middle. And we're going to put one over here as well. And in the middle right here. So what these little pillars are for is actually the supports for the room that's going to go on top. Because we are planning to build something up here as well in this area to kind of poke out. So the floor itself needs to be kind of supported. We have all of the walls behind the pillars dug out because I want these walls to be kind of set in by one. And what we're going to do is start off with the dark oak, kind of placing it in the opposite way that we were placing these logs. See, these logs are vertical. We're going to place them more horizontal, but we're also going to alternate them. So I want the bottom to be dark oak, this row to be spruce, the next row to be dark oak, and then the next row to be spruce. So when we go to strip them, they look kind of goofy now, but they actually look pretty clean together when we go to strip them, and it kind of makes it look like a really thick wood that's meant to hold dirt back, which I really like. See, now these walls are looking pretty cool. We don't have a support beam right here because our fireplace, our smelter, is actually going to go right there, and it's going to continue on into the building up top. So we're not worried about a support beam there right yet, but what I am worried about are these floors. So I had originally planned to make the floors look like this, and they are going to blend into the support beams just a tad, I'm afraid. But if I would have made the support beams out of stone brick, it would have blended in with all of the features that we're about to build in here, and I kind of wanted them separated. So we're going to give this floor a go and see how it looks. I think it should still look all right. There we go. I tried not to throw in too much of the brick variant to kind of you know, keep it not looking so much like the pillars. And I think it turned out pretty good. I like this. And it still blends into our enchantment area's floor pretty well. I think it came out nicely. Okay, I think next it is time to go ahead and get our fireplace up. I want to find the middle, and I'm thinking this is the middle, right? It should be in line with this beam. Yes, it is. Okay. And we're going to build off to the sides of it like this. There's going to be a blast furnace here. So we'll probably have a campfire there. And let me go ahead and get out an axe. We'll put the food up for now. I don't think I need any food for a minute. And then right back here will be what continues our chimney on up and kind of the support. So it should stick out just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and build it out of stone brick first. And then we'll go ahead and like sprinkle some decorations in. Because I am thinking that we'll probably have a mantle right about here. Maybe. Oh, I went ahead and used stone. That's fine. Give me that stone bit back. Probably a staircase right here. Because we'll have a little blast furnace there. The smoke, we'll see the smoke go up. We'll have to take out one more. Because we could see that. And then this guy right here will be filled in. And then we'll go ahead and add some block variants to them. I added a little bit of block variation, and I said mantle, but really it's just going to be the support for the floor because the floor is going right here. So we can't really put anything on top of it. So I guess it's just going to be like a cool way to transition from the floor to the furnace, which is fine. I want to add a little bit of, I forget what it's called, but it holds water, right? And what it's used for is to cool down the metals as you're making a tool or a sword or whatever it may be. But it's just like a little square thing like this, right? And it holds water. So I might switch that one to a andesite stair just to kind of keep the variations going. There we go. And then we'll end up adding our blast furnace probably somewhere right in here with our little campfire. This guy will hold water. And I'm thinking about an anvil with a table, right? And here we go. I got our little area for the water. I went ahead and put my broke iron sword on the item frame to make it look like we're working on. This guy maybe has one durability left. I have had him forever and have been using the crap out of him. So it's about retirement time for him. I don't plan on repairing him or anything, but it makes it look like we're going to, right? And over here, I took the broke anvil out of our storage room. It's got some cracks in it. I put a log under him. I read somewhere that they used to put like logs or wood under the anvils to kind of absorb the blast a little bit while they're hitting, you know? And I got a little work table that we can decorate with maybe some random stuff. Like if we're working on armor, right? We can have an armor stand here, and we can put the pieces of armor that we're working on it until it's completely done. And I kind of plan to build like these tables and shelves throughout here with different pieces of armor and equipment that we're working on, because I think that would be really cool. And here we go. I got some shelves in. It's looking all nice. I'll probably go ahead and put a couple of lanterns in places to keep it kind of lit, but we do have like these little cool shelves we could place some items, maybe, you know, an armor stand or, you know, whatever we're working on, maybe a chest or a barrel from some extra resources. But I'm loving the way this area came together. We also have a staircase to the second floor whenever it gets built, so we're ready to go there. We'll probably bring this beam on up just a little bit, and I love it. I love the way this is. I'm going to show you how we're going to get XP for a little bit until they patch it out. And when they patch it out, I will go ahead and turn one of those spawners into an XP farm. But for right now, we're actually going to do this cool furnace glitch. So what you want to do is go ahead and put you coal in the bottom and some kind of ore at the top. I recommend copper because it's easy to get a lot of copper, but the better the ore, the more XP you'll get. And we're just gonna wait for this to smelt up. When it is done smelting, you'll just take an item of the similar thing that you've smelted. So if you did iron, you'd probably take an iron ingot, or whatever you smelted in your furnace. It doesn't even have to be a blast furnace. You could do it with food. You could do it with chicken or steak, or however you want to do it. But you'll take one and you'll try to replace this stack with this one. So now we have that one in there, and we got the XP and we got the stack of items. Well, what we're going to do is go ahead and click on that one again, picking up our one. Now, you've seen the little XP balls that we've got. If you keep doing this, like if you spam click it, you keep getting XP over and over again for the one stack of items that you've smelted. Now, I didn't come up with this glitch. I learned it from Ruger, and I will post his link down in the description below. He goes into more detail about the glitch that I do, because I don't fully know everything about it. But I do know it works, and it is a great way to get XP for enchanting. So we were probably level 26 before we started. We are level 38. It is a very nice way to build up XP for enchanting. We now have my armor. I have the helmet and the chest plate that I was wearing. I'm just going to kind of keep them and make pants and boots. And we're going to try our best to get some good enchantments to go into the nether, because that is our goal for the next episode, right? Is to be able to go to the nether. We went ahead and built up like these 3 big rooms to do one thing, but that is fine. Let's see what we can go ahead and get. We're gonna toss the helmet in. Sea level 30, protection 4. That sounds good to me. Protection 4 and thorns. That's not too great, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and toss our pants up there. Protection 3. Protection 3, Unbreaking 3. Like I said, not too great, but luckily this is just an iron set of armor, so it doesn't have to be too perfect. Just some protection is better than no protection. Protection 3 again on the boots with Unbreaking 3. We got 2 of the same enchantments back to back. And we're going to try to toss up the gold chest plate, which I'm not doing projectile protection, and we need more XP. Don't mind me just getting that free XP. There we go. We got a slightly better enchantment, Fire Protection 4, which is great for the nether. That's all we got, but that's better than nothing. It's better than projectile protection. I don't want that on my armor. So we'll go ahead and put our boots, our helmet on, our chest plate. We are, looking snazzy with our armor. It is so good you can't see it. No, I'm just kidding. So we have it right in here. I do have a texture pack on where you cannot see the armor on your body, but it still shows up the sprites and everything, just so we can get a good look at my skin. I think I have an iron sword in this boat. Oh, I do. Okay, so this is an iron sword we got from a blacksmith in one of the villages, and this will be our new sword we carry with us. And I'm going to go enchant it real fast. Please be something good. Looting 2. That sounds like it's going to be good, but I have a feeling looting 2 is all we're going to get. That kind of sucks, but I'm going to roll with it, because some looting is better than no looting. And I can always enchant like more iron items later and combine them on the anvil. But I think just the basics is fine right now. So now we have to figure out what we're going to do with this up here, right? We got some exposed wall going on. We have this whole floor plan kind of just out in the open, and it's not looking so great up here. And I think how we're just going to start it off is by drawing out a shape. I think that could be really cool. So we know there's going to be a fireplace that goes right here. I'm going to kind of mark the fireplace out with a thing of oak, just to remind us there is a fireplace here. That will stick out. We'll probably do the rest out of birch. So we're going to go ahead and draw our square. We want to cover all of this up, so we don't want this to be exposed on the outside of all. So probably right... Well, there we go. Right there. And we got that shape drawn. Now, this is a pretty hefty size square that we got going on compared to the rest of the builds. The rest of the chocolate Hobbit hole is kind of in these small U-shaped patterns. And even the mine shaft where the task wall is not even that big. So we're going to have to figure out something pretty cool. I do picture some kind of tower, so we'll probably do a false tower somewhere. Let's see. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed some dark oak, kind of like the match the patterns that we have going on outside. I'm thinking one of the fake towers to be right here. So we'll have a little guy that comes out right here, and he'll probably shoot up a bit taller than the actual house itself. And I'm thinking maybe one somewhere on this wall as well. So it's going to have kind of like a dual tower thing going on. We have the second tower in, and I went ahead and added some more dark oak support beams. I'm going to have to bring the birch around that way a little bit to kind of figure that out. And I think this is going to be the shape, at least the bottom shape. The top might turn out something different as we go up, but I'm liking this so far. Let's get some of it built up. I know the shape and color looks kind of goofy at the moment, but you might have to bear with me. Like I said, it's starting to look like one of those circus tents again, but it's starting to come along kind of nicely. I think on the sides, we're going to have a bit shorter roofs, and they'll lead up to this bigger middle section. Now, this middle section is taken up by a tower. We can actually see it better on this side. I'm going to have to clear out some trees and do a little bit of landscaping so we can have a pathway this way. But right here, we have that middle section kind of nice and clear. And this middle section will have a fireplace in it. So we'll have like a bit of a chimney fireplace thing going on. And maybe somewhere over here, we'll have a dock that comes out and loops to the island over there, with some kind of doorways into the building. And to keep with this kind of curved shape that we have going on in the front and pretty much everywhere else, these roofs right here that go along front of the house are going to have this same kind of big curve right there in the front. And then we're going to have some walls that go a little bit higher than that, and then have like a different style of roof on it. And I think that would be really cool. Now I went ahead and got some of it stripped and a little bit of this roof on here, which is coming together nicely. I did remove these trees so we could get a better look and actually stand all the way back. And I think it's coming out along nicely. We do have the roof over on the sides. This is going to be a tower. I might make the tower a little bit taller so it stands out a bit more. And then we have the tip of the tower in the back. I still got to put up some kind of fireplace in the middle right here. To kind of break up the flatness of that wall. We'll probably have a fireplace here that kind of goes up. And then we'll have all of our detailing bits that we normally have with the rest of the chocolate Hobbit hole. I want to get that room up there with its tiny roof on, and then we're going to try to work out these towers. I got the fireplace up. I got a couple of the tower roofs on. They're a little under decorated. There's actually something special I want to use. I just got to wait until I get it. But for the most part, they look really cool. I added some of the that purple block, I can't remember its name for some reason, as the inside of the windows to make it look like some magical stuff's going on. I got to do it to the other tower as well. And I did something pretty cool with the fireplace at the bottom. The copper ore block kind of looks like, it's red and orange like bricks and granite. And it kind of looks like there's some moss thrown in there. We don't have a mossy variant of this in the game like we do with cobblestone and everything. So this is about as close as I could get, and I think it looks pretty cool. With some bushes, that could look pretty awesome. I want to go ahead and get some of the dark oak detail-y bits and maybe some windows on this build, because it is windowless. It has none other than the windows that are in the tower. And we should be good to go. I think the best way to view this house is by boat. It is not done. You can still see I have some bits to work on the second floor. I'd like to get the landscaping done and add some foliage around the build itself, but I think it's coming together really cool. Unfortunately, I am running out of time, and I do have to end the episode, but I just love the way this turned out. I have a temporary floor in here for now. It is out of tough. It's just the first thing I grabbed, but it is looking pretty cool. I don't know how much we could do up there, but we'll figure something out. And the floor, this staircase kind of comes out in the middle, so we might do like kind of a sub wall here to kind of block off the staircase, and this might be a room by itself or something, which I think would be pretty cool. And it covers up this nicely. The tuff doesn't look too bad as a ceiling in here. We might keep the tuff floor and decorate it with carpets or something to kind of break up the pattern a little bit. But as a ceiling, it looks pretty cool. Now, before we end today's episode or read the comment of the day, I do want to give a special thanks to Brahbroskie. He has been editing the past couple of videos that I've put out, and it's been really awesome. He's done an amazing job, so I just wanted to give him a shout out. Go to Brahbrosky's channel and show him some love. He's a really cool dude. But today's comment of the day is from Bedrocker. Hobbit Mansion. Yes, that is the name. Going to be fun to see the Blacksmith area be put in. Love the series so far. It's so relaxing to watch. And I hope you enjoyed it, Bedrocker. I hope you enjoyed the Blacksmith area and the house that we put on top of it. It was fun to build, so hopefully it was fun to see. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.